got it. You ain't even in all the way.
Just need to. I don't know how you did it last week.
Oh. You hop on the inside.
Okay.
I got it. Let's hop on the inside.
His leg broke?
That back one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right. All right, Shalom. So we back out here again. It's another week. Another week out here. It's in the highways, you know. But before we get started, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Wahakodash Rakah. All right. So again, it's another week. Last week when we was out here, what do you say, what is it, not the virus, not the, I'm trying to think, the vaccine, so the water. The vaccine, you know, it's been here for like a good week now, and it's honestly been sort of quiet, you know, but we know beyond that, that it's still, you know, it's still a lot going on underneath it all. Like, it's the calm that's happening as the storm is happening, before the storm, you know. So we know it's still a lot of things brewing, and we sort of just be watching, you know, be steadily watching, you know, to see what is to come, you know, staying prepared ultimately, you know. So it's just you know, again, it's just a continuation of what we always do. Feed out on the streets, you know, to feed the flocks, you know, prepare for what's to come, and ultimately prepare ourselves, you know, for the you know, for the destruction to come, but ultimately for our redemption, you know. So I think yeah, we preparing, you know. It's a constant build, you know. You know, we out here in season, but also out of season, you know, to teach our people, teach Israel, you know, because that's what we come out here for, is to teach our people, you know, what's going on, you know, and try to you know, prepare as many and save as many as we can before this thing go to hell. Right? Scriptures.
You got that?
Them, tongue.
This is this Zechariah 1:4. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, feed the flock of the slaughter. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, my God, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty."
Kind. So back to what was said earlier, we here to feed the flocks, that are ultimately set up to slaughter. Because we, being Israelites, we're likened it to the sheep, right? And our people unknowingly, exactly who they are. They're like sheep to the slaughter to our enemies, who have us here, ultimately in bondage. And mostly the bondage is mostly at this point it's a mental bondage to the fact that we have no idea of the circumstances that are at hand for ourselves. We like I say, as sheep, we're just followers, and all of our leaders, right? All the leaders of our nation, they don't know what's going on. And if they do, they're lying to us, because they're creating their own I guess abundance for themselves, and they're not trying to teach anybody the truth. You got to come out to the streets, to the highways, to find some brothers, some brothers who know what's going on to get any truth out here,
Zechariah 1:4. It says, "Thus saith the Lord God, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not."
Can you read that last verse one more time, Select?
Verse 5, "Whose possessors slay them, whose possessors slay them, and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not."
Right, see, the people who possess us right now currently is the so-called white man. They are the leaders of this nation. They're the elites. They're the government. They're the governors. They, this is their world, and it's been given into their hands, and they possess us Israelites as sheep, and they're pretty much destroying us, and they believe it comes without a recompense. They believe there's no recompense for them for what they have been doing to us, which is destroying our people, misleading our people. And it's also likewise to our own leaders, those of the Israelite nation, right? Of our you so-called black people, you so-called Latino people, so-called Native American people as well. Our leaders also leading us to destruction, and to ultimately no avail to anyone. There's no because no one's ultimately taking any blame or credit for this. They believe this can go on forever, as if for one, we not the Lord's chosen people, and as for two, I would say that it's written that our kingdom will come back to us, which is why we're out here teaching, right? We come out to ready those flocks that are being led to the slaughter, into higher ground, for those who got the ear to hear, those of the flock who see what time it is, who would like to turn their ears, turn their ways, and leave behind those old ways that are destroying you, and learn this truth. Again, that's why we come out, and that's who we coming out to teach. That's what our message is. We're out ultimately to direct, and also
You're fine. You're fine.
we're out here to direct those flocks into a better order, into a better existence, if you will, because our current condition, you know, has been trifling.
This is Isaiah 49:6. It says, Salaki. Isaiah 49:6. And he said, I'm going to start at 5. And now saith the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth.
That's it. Icon. Right. So our job out here, you know, we being a light to the Gentiles, and the Gentiles, you know, spoken here are not natural Gentiles, if you will. It's the Gentiles of the Israelite nation, those who don't believe or don't understand or don't know that they're Israel, right? Those of you out there who believe that, you know, you're an American and you're probably out chasing an American dream, and, you know, ultimately that's non-accomplishable for you, right? Because it's just to lead into your destruction, because your true power is being neglected, right? You're looking towards the so-called white man to lead you to a victorious end, you know, or to, you know, make you rich, or to give you some kind of footing that's going to be lasting, right? But that's to no avail. There's nothing for you within this, you know, in this current world that's going to benefit you, you know, other than you coming into this truth and learning the truth, which are in these scriptures, which are about specifically about and to you Israelites, you know, the so-called black man, the so-called Latino, and the so-called Native American Indian. So again, like, our job is to come up out here to bring light, right? Bring light to those who are unknowing, right? And to bring them into the light of understanding, right? Therefore, you know, Lord willing, they leave behind their old ways and repent and come into this light and learn. You know, because the times we in now, man, the times that we are in, that we currently facing, the times that we're going into, there's going to be great tribulation. There's going to be great tribulation, you know, to all that inhabitants of the earth, you know, but it's starting at the house of Israel. It's going to be starting with you Israelites, because we are the chosen people. So we got to get our flocks together first, because we're the people whose salvation is for. We're going to be those people who, in that day, you know, Lord willing, you know, we are called, you know what I'm saying? And that's why we're out here teaching, because we for one, we know what's going on, but, you know, we believe that we are, you know, the chosen people. We believe we are God's elect. You know, Lord willing, we believe that when the salvation that's written to come happens, you know, hopefully we end up on one of these ships here, right? And out of this land, it's going to be complete destruction. It's going to be, you know, it's written to be destroyed. Everything that's around us, everything we see is written to be destroyed off this earth. So we're in preparation, right, to see that day come through and to not be destroyed out here, to not be left for naught. And not only ourselves, we want our nation as well to wake up, right? We want our nation to wake up. Those of you of the Israelite nation, those of you, you know, going by the bywords, you know, going under who are under the curses, right? The curses of Deuteronomy, right? Because we ultimately, in our history, never hearkened unto our Lord, unto our power, unto God, right? So, with that being, with us not ever hearkening unto our Lord, we're utterly destroyed right now, right? And we're here to rebuild our nation, you know, bring our people up from the depths of the earth, you know, and bring them into light, so they can start practicing the ways of righteousness, you know, and ultimately becoming people fit for the kingdom. Because our people, we curse, man. We're cursed, and a huge part of those curses are is specifically us not knowing who we are and identifying ourselves as being, you know, the people of the scriptures. So instead, we go by these bywords, these by names, and we see our own people, and we have no idea, for one, as to who we are, but we couldn't identify our own brethren right in our face, right? Those walking right amongst you under your nose. Most of you couldn't identify yourselves as being Israelites if you are Israelite, because you're going under the under bywords and curses, such as like a Negro, right? A black, a Latino, an Indian, a Native American Indian, you know? All of these names are not who you are. And again, that's the point being of us teaching and trying to wake our nation up, for us to bring them into this light as to who you are. Yeah, you can bring it up. You said 21 and 21. Bring that out. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 21. He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life, righteousness, and honor.
So he who followeth, right? That's you follow with righteousness and mercy, right? He who does so, can you read that again, Salak?
Proverbs 21 and 21. He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life, righteousness, and honor.
See, and within that righteousness is upbuilding yourself to a point of truth, really being right, and like I said, fully truly understanding who you are. I'm gonna say grab Psalms 74 and 10 for me. And again, it's part of the curses that ultimately you're not walking in righteousness, because you've been cursed and destroyed ultimately, and you don't know what's going on, man. Yeah, you can bring that up.
Psalms chapter 74 and verse 10. O God, how long shall the adversary reproach? Shall the enemy blaspheme thy name forever?
Okay. So how long will the adversary just being our enemies? You know, the adversary is basically they're the point of taunting us, right? Our captives, those people who we are slaves to. It's asking how long will they taunt us, right, and keep us underfoot, pretty much make a mockery of us. Our people are a laughing stock, you know. We're made to be a laughing stock, and we have no rest. What you got? That's not what I was going with. But, yeah, select.
I got some. This is Isaiah 46 and 12. It says, "Hearken unto me, ye stout-hearted, that are far from righteousness. I bring near my righteousness. It shall not be far off, and my salvation shall not tarry. And I will place salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory."
Select, can you read that from the top again? Select.
Isaiah 46 and 12. "Hearken unto me, you stout-hearted, that are far from righteousness. I bring near my righteousness. It shall not be far off. It shall not be far off. And my salvation shall not tarry. And I will place salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory."
Okay. So, hearken unto me, and that's ultimately hearken unto the words of the Most High, the Lord, because we know that the Lord's salvation is coming and is near. It's near. You know, we feel like it's we closing into the end of things. Especially with how crazy the world is, how things are going, right? We understand. We're understanding that it's time for that change. It's time for us as a people, as Israelites, to hearken on to our heritage, take our heritage back, and become the people that we're supposed to be, right? Because the judgments are near. The judgments that the prophets, spoke of to come, right? And those judgments is destruction to you, to those of you, specifically of the Israelite nation, those of you who refuse to hearken unto these words that we're out here teaching and preaching, that we're out here trying to tell to you, that we've been coming out here, week in and week out, over and over again, same message, right? Wake up. It's time for a change. Learn who you are, repent, right? And these messages, they're gonna be constant, and it's pretty much on repeat because it's the same message, right? But the thing about our nation, the people of Israel, right? They hard of hearing, right? They're very hard of hearing, and they're stubborn. Our people, we're known to be stiff-necked, if you will, right? Meaning stiff-necked, meaning that you're hard at changing your ways. You're stuck in your ways, right? And the problem being for you is your ways are alluded to your own destruction. So it's an ongoing. It's pretty much an ongoing theme out here. It's an ongoing theme. We're telling you to repent because we see the destruction is coming, and we know our people really hard of hearing. So we see you walk past us and not listen to a word we say. But it's not like you ain't been warned. So when you hear these words, if you like life, right? If you want to live, you should listen and change and turn your cheek, and go a different direction. And that direction will be, into the ways, into the words and the ways and the power, turn back to your power, who is the Most High, who is the God, who is God, Salah. You can bring it up. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 9. I'm start at 8.
Okay.
It say, "Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people."
See?
lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and say to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
So it's pretty much, it's always been. This is back in the time of Isaiah, who was a prophet, right? And you know, he was out talking to his nation, the same nation, you know, back in our land. And this was written before times of even Yahweh Shai, you know, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And it's always been understood and known that our people are like I say, they're hard of hearing. They're off. You know what I'm saying? You can read the 9 again. So like,
It says, Isaiah 30 and 9, that this is a rebellious people.
see, our people are rebellious. So you get instruction, but yet you go against it, right? Our people are rebellious. They don't like to do right. You know, ultimately, it's that simple. They're not good at doing right, if you will. You can go ahead and finish.
Lying children.
See, lying children. Children, it's simply put, lying children.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
We will not hear the law of the Lord. The law of the Lord is presented to you, and you turn it down because you got other things going on, right? Other things you believe that are going on, which are really is really nothing. Other interests, right? You believe, you know, that this world is working for you. You believe that you're happy. You believe that, you know, you're obtaining, but ultimately you're not, because, you know, this place is written for destruction, and 2/3 of the people, the children of Israel, are written to be destroyed off the face of the earth. With that being said, most of you who believe you're obtaining this world, you know, if you're of the world, you're probably more than likely going to be destroyed, and that's because you're not hearkening to the truth. You're not hearkening to what your reality is, what your truth is. And ultimately need to come back into your truth, right? And to the understanding that you're an Israelite for one, and also getting back into your heritage and coming back into the words of the Lord, right? For your well-being, right? So you can live. Is there more on there? Or that was it?
This is Isaiah 30 and 10. It says, which say to the seers, see not.
Right, so the seers will be, unto like, to the prophets, those who are declaring the future, right? Declaring what's the will of God, really, and what is to come. But they telling the seers, see not, because they don't want to see the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to live on in their own vain thinking, their own vanity, right? That false reality that has nothing to do with truth, reality, at all. You living to serve the so-called white man. You're willing to do so too. So ultimately, you're not living at all, because you're walking in the path of destruction and death. Bring it out.
Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Right, they don't want to hear right things. They don't want to hear anything that is righteous at all. They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear anything that's going to deter from what their current minds are, their current mindsets are, because you've been tricked into believing in this current world, the current system, right? You believe in a government that systematically deprives you from being great, if you will, from making money. You know, it deprived your ancestors, and it's going on to deprive you, right? there's no rest here. There's no true rest. Even if you think you're resting, it's to no avail. Is there some more on there?
It says, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
See, they want to hear deceits. They don't want to hear the truth, right? They don't want to hear that you're not a so-called black person. They want to hear that there's no such thing as a so-called white person. They want to hear Black Lives Matter, right? They don't want to hear truth. They don't want to hear, oh, you're an Israelite. They don't want to understand that you do have a history, and it's been taken away from you, right? It's been plastered over. It's been pretty much fed to you. It's been fed to you backwards, right? These people of our nation, of the Israelite nation, they hate to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth because they got their lives going on in the world, and they believe that they're flourishing. But it's going to be a day to come where that's not going to be the case, and they're going to see the destruction at their own hand, and it's going to be too late. That was it? Oh, was it on that? All right, come on. Y'all fine, y'all can go through it. But yeah, again, our people don't want to hear this truth, right?
Jeremiah chapter 18 and verse 11. Now therefore go to, speak to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, thus saith the Lord, behold, I have framed evil against you, and devised a device against you. Return ye now every one from his evil way, and make your ways and your doings good. And they said, there is no hope, but we will walk after our own devices.
So this is the prophet Jeremiah, and he was doing likewise as to what we're doing now. You know, he was bidden to go out and to tell his people that they're you know, at Jeremiah's time, he was going out to tell his people of Judah and Jerusalem that they're going to be going into slavery, right? Read that Salat. Read 12.
Jeremiah 18 and 12. And they said, there is no hope.
See, our people believe there is no hope. Keep on going.
But we will walk after our own devices.
See, they're going to walk after their own devices because their mind's made up, because our people, they're stiff-necked. And they're not going to hearken unto the words of the Lord. Keep on reading.
And we will, everyone, do the imagination of his evil heart.
Right. See, we're going to walk on, and we're not going to hear or understand what's going on in truth. And we're going to go after the desires and imaginations of our own minds, which, you know, that word heart we're going to. Our own minds fulfill ourselves, and we should understand there's no avail to that, because there is a higher power, and he's ultimately in control of all this. And if you're not in tune with his ultimate plan and his will, you're against him. You're an enemy. You've made yourself an enemy. You made yourself an enemy against the Most High, the Most Highest power. And that's not going to end up well. Was there more on there or not? Let me see it right there. you can go back to it. 15.
This is Jeremiah chapter 18 and verse 15. Because my people have forgotten me, they have burned incense to vanity.
Right.
They have caused them to stumble in their ways from ancient paths.
So our people, they've become out of tune with their power, with the Most High, right? And they're choosing their own ways. It says they burn incense into their own power. Is that what it says?
It says they have burned incense to vanity.
To vanity, right? They burn incense in vain, to nothing. To nothing is really. See, you can keep on reading.
Because my people have forgotten me, they have burned incense to vanity, and they have caused them to stumble in their ways from the ancient paths, to walk in paths in a way not cast up, to make their land desolate.
Right. So the path that our people are walking right now is not according to what we've been set or meant to do, right? So us walking out of our own paths, out of our own pathways, we're walking into these stumbling blocks where are ultimately keeping our people destroyed, you know? So our people, they go out and they march and protest, you know, for black lives, you know, screaming Black Lives Matter. You know, ultimately there's no such thing as a black life. That's not a real thing. That's a curse. That's not who you are. So again, you're walking into these stumbling blocks. You're walking into these stumbling blocks, and you're devising your own ways to create some kind of good for yourself and for your people. But you know, ultimately you're on the wrong track. It shouldn't be Black Lives Matter. You know, more of you people who call yourselves black, you should be talking about the lives of the Israelites, right? That higher conversation. That's not a real thing. We're not black. No one's black, right? We're not black. We're Israelites, and we have a power. And if we actually did live up to our purpose, that path that we should have been on, if we actually lived up to that purpose, then we would be flourishing. But again, with us not hearkening unto the words of our power, the Lord, the Most High, Yahweh, you know, there's nothing else there for us but destruction, because we're cursed because we don't hearken unto our power, right?
Alright, let me get damn, what's that? Yeah, man. I mean, if I can real quick. You got let me get Romans 13 and 11 real quick. Romans 13 and 11.
And the middle one still hurts.
I
This is
got it.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
So now it's the high time to wake out of sleep, like the time we in, man. You see what I'm saying? Because everything coming to an end. You know, the time to work, it's about to come to an end. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much, we grab this. This is
verse. This is 1 Peter 4, and we'll start at 16. 17. It says, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of God?" You see, so really, whole point of the matter is really less about these niggas, man. You see what I'm saying? It's who full of shit and the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality of the matter. This is verse 18. It says, if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and sinner appear? Because we in the closeout times, man. It ain't even, these niggas is finished, man. These 2/3 niggas is finished. You know, your dad, your mom, your auntie, your uncle, your brother, your sister, your cousin, they all finished, man. If you in this thing now, it's the time for you to wake out of sleep, man. It's the time for you to wake out of sleep and to know what the hell is going on, what the hell is at hand, man. You see what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of fakes in this truth, man. And I'm gonna just be real, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting, man. A lot of brothers bullshitting, a lot of sisters bullshitting. A lot of sisters think they gonna get delivered just because they with a man or something like that. You gonna get your ass destroyed, man. Lord ain't dealing with that, man. Lord's not dealing with that. Most people worrying about the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? This is Malachi 3:18. It says, "Then shall you return and discern between." So once you return, right? Return where? Return to the Most High. Return unto your master's crib. You see what I'm saying? Because you went away. You see what I'm saying? Let me get that Baruch, I believe 4:28, might be 3:28. But anyway, it says, "Then shall you return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth God and him that serveth him not." You see what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be fakes in the truth, man. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be fakes in the truth. And I got something real quick. This is 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy 2:15. It says, "Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." You see what I'm saying? So you're supposed to be studying to show yourself approved, man. Meaning, when you go into that word approved, meaning accepted. You see what I'm saying? Pleasing. You see what I'm saying? But if you ain't studying, you full of shit, man. Your ass gonna sound like you full of shit, man. That's really how it's gonna go down. Your work's gonna be full of shit. It's less about what you say, it's about your works. You know, because you got men and women who can talk a good game all day, but they ain't actually doing nothing the Lord say do, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's the time we in. That's the time we in. You know? Matter of fact, let me get I think that's 1 Timothy 3:1. First Timothy 3:1.
This is a true saying.
Huh?
This is a true saying. If a man desire the office of a bishop, that's you.
Jump to 2 Timothy 3:1. You know? People be worrying about the wrong stuff, man. People want to be people they ain't. People want to be lots that they don't have. Wasting fucking time, man. Wasting goddamn time, man. You know?
And in the last days.
You said what? That's it, brother. Bring it up.
Come
on.
2 Timothy chapter 3:1. This know also that in the last days.
So this know also. So telling you what the true men of the Lord know what the hell going on, man. Period. That's the reality of the matter, man. Everything clear. Right?
That's why I just said what it just said. Then shall you return and discern between who serveth the Most High. Who what that word serve go into? Servants, man. Who are the servants of the Lord, man? But everybody want to play a guessing game on what the hell is going on, man. Well, you going to get your ass destroyed. You see what I'm saying? You got it.
It says that in the last days,
I'm going to take it from the top.
Con. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days,
So in the last days, which we're in the end of the last days, come on.
perilous times,
Perilous times, perilous times meaning dangerous times, man. The times of trouble. Really Jacob's trouble. Come on.
shall come.
You see? So these are dangerous times we're in right now. You know, the fucking coronavirus vaccine has been approved. It went down this week, man. You see what I'm saying? It went down, man. You know, it's been approved on the by the FDA. They starting to send it out to the distribution people this week. You see what I'm saying? And you got people walking around like ain't nothing going on. That's why the Lord said, watch, man. You know what I'm saying? You got it. Come on.
It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves.
So men are people caught up in what the hell they got going on, man. Lovers of their own selves, man. Come on.
Covetous.
Covetous. Come on.
Boasters.
Boasters. Come on.
Proud.
Proud. And you got a difference between being confident in this truth and being a damn boaster and proud. You see what I'm saying? They say that the scriptures say the Lord resisted the proud. You see? So the Lord, someone standing 10 toes down on what it is, you know what I'm saying, they receive from the Lord, they know that's not them being proud, man. You see what I'm saying? That's them having a sound mind. You see what I'm saying? Because a man of the Lord and a woman of the Lord is not to sound come off like a fucking weakling, man. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no power in that, man. Let me hold that real quick. Let me get 1 Timothy 1:7. Matter of fact, it's 2 Timothy. No, it's 1 Timothy 1:7. You know, women out here. It's just like perfect example. When you read, not when you read, but when you see these Christian women, these so-called Christian women get up and they, you know, running the church and all this other stuff. The first way they try to come off is if they know what they're talking about. So that wouldn't be confidence. That would be proudness. And then you meet those who actually do know what the hell they're talking about, right? And they teach like, you know, they one of the angels or with authority, if you will. You see what I'm saying? With sure bulletproof faith. You see what I'm saying? If their faith can, you know, have a sound, it will sound bulletproof. You know how that's how you know a true man or a woman of the Lord, if you will sound, man. Like that faith is bulletproof. And what's that? That's soundness. You see? That's not being proud. So it's a complete difference. You can hear a woman who truly believes in the Lord versus a woman who runs a building where a bunch of idiots go, a bunch of lost Israelites go. And she up there running her mouth with her figure showing, her head uncovered. You see what I'm saying? And praying for every goddamn body on the spot. Versus a woman of the Lord who's, you know, you should know the difference, man. But you got it.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. It says, desiring to
That
be...
ain't it. 2 Timothy.
This 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For the Most High hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power.
Yeah, for the Most High has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power. We only need one reader too. First, you know what I'm saying, at this point. But you know what I'm saying? He haven't given us the spirit of fear. He don't give that to you know, the men and women he deal with. Come on.
And of love and of sound mind.
You missed something, bro.
And for the next part.
One more time.
Yeah.
2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7.
You said, and the Lord have not given us a spirit of fear. And then you said, and of love and of sound mind.
I said, but of power.
You got it, huh?
2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7.
Uh-huh.
For God hath not given us the spirit of fear,
Come on.
but of power
But of power, come on.
and of love.
So that's how that's supposed to read. But of power, man. He ain't give us a spirit of fear, but of power. You know? Period. One more time on that. Let me read this one more time, man. This is 2 Timothy 2:15. It says, study to show thyself approved unto God as a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. These are the characteristics of the men and women of the Lord, man. You supposed to know this word. You supposed to want to know this word. Period, man. Because then when you do that, that's when you're gonna come off sound. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna come off solid. You know? I don't need to see it. I know what it say. One more time, brother, Kabar. This is the time we in, man. Come on.
1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
This know also
Yep.
that in the last days perilous times shall come.
So it's simultaneously. So is this a coincidence? No, this is not a coincidence. We're in the times where shit is completely dangerous, man. You see what I'm saying? You might go to your job and say the wrong thing, and they might get you tested. You might go to your job, and they give it out the shot that day. You see what I'm saying? That's the times we're in. But more things gonna be happening during these times. Come on, what's your what?
It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves,
They ain't gonna be lovers of their own self. Come on.
covetous,
Come on.
boasters,
Boasters, come on.
proud,
Proud, come on.
blasphemers,
Blasphemies, meaning they know what the word says. They came into the truth, and then they depart from what has been being taught. You see what I'm saying? What the scriptures clearly say. They're gonna come on with some new shit. That's blasphemy. Come on.
disobedient to parents,
Come on.
unthankful,
Unthankful, come on.
unholy,
Man, you got a lot of people like that in the truth. Tons of stories. That's all you hear about, how unthankful people is in the truth, man. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
without natural affection,
Then a lot of people insincere, man. Like that shit ain't see-through. Come on.
truce breakers,
Truth breakers, come on.
false accusers,
False accusers. Don't know what the hell they be talking about. Gossiping, getting shit wrong. Come on.
incontinent,
Incontinent, come on.
fierce,
Fierce, come on.
despisers of those that are good,
And despisers of those that are good, man. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna have all of that going on during these times, man. And it should be a little bit more on that.
It says traitors,
Yep.
Heady.
See, traders, come on. Heady,
high-minded,
high-minded, come on. Instead of being lowly, man. You got motherfuckers worrying about the wrong things, man. You want to be high-minded, meaning you want to be like, you want to soar like the eagle. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
lovers of pleasures more
See?
than lovers of the Most High.
And that's exactly what that all goes into, man. You know, you rather a nigga rather go goddamn sit in the penthouse than come sit out here on the street and hear the word of the Lord, man. Come on.
Having the form of godliness,
And then you got the ones that, you know, dress and come off like they holy. And you not, man. You full of shit. That shit whack as hell, man. Here it is, you want to look like you something and you ain't shit. You fucking backwards, man. That shit, if you got the spirit of the Lord, that's gonna piss you off, man. The Lord hated that, man. Matter of fact, hold that. Let me get, I think that's Matthew 16. You can keep reading that. Matter of fact, let me grab it first. That last verse you read, brother.
it says traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High.
Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. My shit come up.
Keep going.
Let me get that real quick. Matthew 20. Matter of fact, I got it. This is Matthew 23 and 27. Matthew 23 and 27.
That's out there.
It says, woe unto you. It says, woe unto, matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 25. It says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye may clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within are full of extortion and excess. Thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and the platter, that the outside of them may be clean also. It's like when you washing the cup and you wash the dishes, you usually, when you hitting the inside, you're gonna come right onto the outside. You hit the rim. You see what I'm saying? You hit the inside, you're gonna come right around the, you know what I'm saying, the outside of the cup, man. With that rag. It says, thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye are like unto whited sepulchres. This is my point. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye are like unto whited sepulchres. You see what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful grave burial, man. You see what I'm saying? So it's like an oxymoron, the Lord is pretty much saying, man. Anyway, or acknowledging. It says, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones and of all uncleanness. You see? So the Lord, he hate that shit, man. And anybody with some sense gonna hate that. Here it is, somebody trying to come off like they that damn dude or that person, that woman. You see what I'm saying? And within, you full of shit, man. You don't know a goddamn thing, man. You know? Must come up here with they all wrapped up. You don't know nothing, man. Don't wrap your head, ain't no brain in there, man. You see what I'm saying? Get the hell out of here with that crap. You can continue, brother.
Fine. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 4.
Yeah.
Traitors.
Yep.
Heady.
Come on.
High-minded.
High-minded.
Lovers of pleasures.
Yep.
More than lovers of the Most High.
And if it's equal, shit, that's just as bad. Because that ain't no balance. Come on.
Having the form of godliness.
You got something to have the form of godliness, which is the easiest thing to do. Come on.
But denying the power thereof.
Nigga walk around with woolly white hair and try to throw that shit in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody care he got woolly or she got woolly and white hair. You don't give a dang about what the scriptures say, man. You don't know what the scriptures say. You don't have a fucking clue what's going on, and you're gonna be destroyed, man. You see what I'm saying? But you got those people in the truth, man. You know? And I'm gonna keep saying this shit. I don't give a fuck if it causes goddamn confusion for a lost motherfucker, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep saying this. This is if you got something to say, bring your scriptures up. This is Romans 16 and 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions, right? And offenses contrary to the doctrine. You see, which ye have learned, and avoid them. You see? So when you go into that word division, it says disunion. It says that is dissension, this division, sedition. So what is sedition? Sedition is when you're told, you're basically influenced to rise up against power, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Somebody ain't take, oh, you causing division. No. The Lord said you're going to return and you're going to discern between them that serve God and who don't, man. So we're in a time where can't nobody be bullshit. I need to be reading more. You see what I'm saying? Lord ain't dealing with that, man. This half-stepping ass shit, man. You know? Women sitting around bull crap. And here it is, you got all the words in front of you. You got everything you need. The Lord has set you up to get your shit together. You see what I'm saying? And you ain't doing it, man. Your ass is not doing it. This is got something else. This is 2 Corinthians. Matter of fact, let me get let's see. Let's see. Let me get this one. Yeah, let's start with this. 2 Corinthians 8 and 7. Yeah, come on, man.
2 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 7. Therefore, as ye abound in everything, in faith
See, start at 5. I said that wrong. That's the point, but it's cool.
2 Corinthians chapter 8 verse 5. And this they did, not as we hoped, but first gave their own selves to the Lord, and unto us by the will of the Most High.
Yep.
Insomuch that we desired Titus, that as he had begun, so he will also finish in you the same grace also.
Yep.
Therefore, as ye abound in everything,
See? You supposed to be abounding, man. And what?
in everything,
In everything, man. You supposed to be at the same damn level. You supposed to be abounding, coming up. You see what I'm saying? That's what you should want to do. If you don't want to do that, now my question is why? You see what I'm saying? Why? What's on your bird? You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, man. Come on.
therefore, as ye abound in everything,
That ain't got nothing to do with wanting to be deep. Because if that's how you thinking you're thinking of. You're supposed to want to abound in everything, man. Right? Yeah, you want to learn the whole word. And then your next part, you should want to abound in doing it. You see what I'm saying? Abound onto doing it. And then abound onto doing more. Like the scriptures say, offend less. You see what I'm saying? The closer and closer we get to the end, you should be having less things you offending on. You know what I'm saying? That's what the scriptures say. You got it.
it says, therefore, as ye abound in everything,
Yep.
in faith
Yep.
and in utterance,
So you're supposed to abound in faith and in utterance, man. Let me get that word utterance real quick. Where you at?
this is 2 Corinthians 8, 7.
You still in 7?
Fine.
The word utterance, speech, just to make sure. You got logos. It says uttered by a living voice, embodies a conception or idea. So it says decree, mandate. Look, the sayings of God. You see what I'm saying? Old Testament prophecy given by the prophets. What is declared? A thought, a declaration, an aphorism, a weighty saying, a dictum, a maximum, discourse, the act of speaking, the faculty of speech. Go ahead and read the whole time, brother. So this is a really weighty scripture right here, man. And it ain't deep. Come on.
2 Corinthians 8 and 7.
Come on.
Therefore,
Come on.
as ye abound in everything,
You're supposed to be abounding in everything. You ain't supposed to be on the same level, still having issues with the same things. Let me get on the scripture that say offend less, because that literally flips. You stay where you at on that, brother. That literally flips it to see it even kill. One more time on that. That's music to the ears right there, right? They say offend less. Go ahead one more time, brother.
it's
Where you at?
the scripture that you're looking for.
Stay where you at, brother. Come on. Come on. Stay
2
on point,
Corinthians
man.
8 and 7.
See, that's why the Lord say abound in everything, man. You see what I'm saying? You should be able to stay on point more and more. You see what I'm saying? Come on. Come on, one more time.
2 Corinthians 8 and 7.
It ain't what I'm saying, it's what the scriptures say. But I'm giving you examples. Come on.
Therefore, as ye abound in everything,
Abound in everything. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
in faith
Meaning come up. In faith, come on.
and utterance,
And utterance. You see what I'm saying? Now you being diligent, you see what I'm saying? But you want to be able to be diligent according to wisdom. You see what I'm saying? What is wisdom again? Wisdom is instruction. Stay right there, brother. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
Come on.
It says, and utterance.
You see in utterance. See in utterance is what? So you're supposed to be abounding in when you speak this word, man. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to be able to abound in the utterance, man. And that's a lesson. So I'll say less on that, man. But when this word come up, when the sayings of God come up, you're supposed to be able to abound in that, man. Your faith is supposed to abound. You're supposed to believe more. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to be able to say more. You're supposed to be able to do all these different things, man. If need be. Come on.
And knowledge.
See, and then go to knowledge. So tell me what I'm saying is wrong right now, man. Come on.
And in all diligence.
You see? And in all diligence. You're supposed to be diligent more and more. But you want to abound to being diligent more efficient, man. You see what I'm saying? What's the point of running up and down? The damn, that's like when you do something for no reason. Ain't no gain. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no gain in it. You know? So that's where the knowledge part come in. Knowing that. You see what I'm saying? Like example, diligent. Let me hurry up and wash these dishes. Right? For example, some easy crap like that. You wash them, then you're gonna go wash them again. You know, I wanna be, the Lord said abound in diligence. Brother, you ain't getting none of that. What are you talking about? That's stupid. That's stupidity. So don't be a simp, man. That's why you're supposed to be abounding. Right there. Because if you don't abound, you're gonna stay the same simple person. You're gonna be simple compared to who you could be. Now say you go on and make an upgrade. You're gonna look back on that old person and see that was that person was simple compared to who I am today. You see what I'm saying? So this is why the Lord says we're supposed to be abounding, man. Come on. Fucking stuck at the same damn page, still stuck on outward appearance and all this other stuff. You full of shit, man. You ain't getting nowhere, man. That's why judgment gonna start at the house of God, because you had all access, man. It should have started us first. You see what I'm saying? Like the scripture the brother brought out last week. Even though we here, but it lose to what's being said right now. You see what I'm saying? And that's the servant that knew it, his Lord's will, but did it not. He shall be beat with more with many stripes, man. Well, he knew it his Lord's will and did it not, man. Here the Lord to expose you to everything. You sitting around being full of shit. You know, I got my times. Like I said, I need to be reading more. But I'm getting all my shit together now, man. I ain't got no goddamn problem with whooping my ass. Trust me. In front of people, I don't give a fuck, man. Come on. I don't care. Come on. I ain't saying that to commend myself. Come on.
And in your love to us.
You see in your love to us. Come on.
See that ye abound in this grace also.
You see? So, being able to love your brother. What is loving your brother? Keep the commandments, man. You don't suffer sin upon your neighbor, and you don't suffer your neighbor not to know none of these things, man. You see what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to keep your sword back from blood. You get your ass stabbed, you needed it, man. You ain't die. You know what I'm saying? Niggas think they can go get stabbed with a syringe, you know what I'm saying? And that's gonna kill them. You know? So let me put this sword to your ass, bro. Because you don't know what the fuck going on. Come on.
I speak not by commandment, but by occasion of the forwardness of others.
You should be updating with the times. It's like when Jake, man, don't nobody wear that no more. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's like back when they used to teach Cornelius was an Edomite. Boy, that shit is played out, man. You know what I'm saying? That's been brought out. You're supposed to have updated with that. Why? Because abounding. See, it was supposed to be a time when everything wasn't understood. But that's showing you with all the more and more scriptures and more light being shed on particular things that ones probably may have missed. That shows that the Lord is really about the aboundance of things, as he said, of all things. Specifically, you got it?
It says, I speak not by commandments, but by occasion of the forwardness of others, and to prove the sincerity
Yep.
of your love.
Yep. See that? Because what he said, you shall know a tree by its fruit, man. You see what I'm saying? Period. Because these are the things that's gonna help you, man. This is the brothers got it. The Sirach.
17:25.
You got it.
In Sirach chapter 17, verse 25. Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face.
Return to the Lord and forsake thy sins, man. So you're supposed to return. They're gonna return. When you return, you're gonna discern, man. You see what I'm saying? Because when you return, did you return to get this thing wrong again? To go back into slavery? Hell fucking all. So I'm looking for everything that offend, man. You see what I'm saying? And then see, and that tells you right there that the Lord not playing, man, about us not knowing what the hell is going on. Because he said he gonna gather up out of his kingdom all things that offend, man. When you go into that word offend, it goes into a stumbling block. To cause to distrust, not understand. When you're offended in your Yahushua, you don't understand your Yahushua, meaning you don't understand these words. You see? So if he gonna gather all things that offend, you see what I'm saying? Cause ones to go off and not get it, or they don't get it themselves. What is that telling you, man? He getting rid of everybody who don't know what the hell is going on. If you don't know what the hell is going on by then, you getting the hell out of here, man. The Lord getting you up out of here. That's why he said, my friend, matter of fact, we prove that real quick. Let me get that. Matthew 13 and I think it's like around the 30 or something verse. He said, my friend, how camest thou in here not having a wedding garment on, man? You see? That was a man of the Lord, supposedly. Sitting around bullshit, man. Satan already gonna try to play you and stop you from getting to what you're supposed to, but you can't fake the funk, man. You can't fake the spirit. You can't do none of that. You see what I'm saying? Supposed to be on fire, man. It's not no damn game, man. Matthew 13, it should be like the 37th verse or something like that. You're going to gather all things that offend. Gather out all things that offend. It should be after the reapers verse, or within that verse. You know? You supposed to know this, man. You supposed to know this. What are you doing? Why don't you know this? You see what I'm saying? What the fuck have you been doing?
Got it.
You know? Come on, man.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 41.
Come on.
The Son of Man shall send forth his angels,
Yep.
and they shall gather out of his kingdom
Yep.
all things that offend,
Yep.
and them which do iniquity.
Now hold that and let me get Matthew 24 and let me get the last verse.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 51.
Actually, you don't drop those scriptures. What you got?
Matthew 24 and 51.
51. All right, let me get it should be in the 40s. Get the verse that say when the Son of Man shall come with his angels. Read that last
44.
scripture. Read that last scripture one more time. That no, that ain't it. The one we was just reading. You read that Matthew 13. What was you reading before that? Kabar.
So got the Sorry, man.
Yeah.
2 Corinthians 8:7.
Okay. Okay, come. Give me 1 second. No, it's matter of fact. I'm right here, bro. Go ahead, man. This is Matthew 24 and Matthew 24 and this is 30. 30. 24 and 30.
Con. Matthew chapter 24, verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven.
You see, then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Come on.
And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
See that? Come on.
And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven.
You see, so everybody gonna see Yahweh shall coming. That's when he get here. You see what I'm saying? Is that it?
There's more.
On the verse?
A little bit.
Okay, come on. Go ahead, finish.
Con. In the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
Okay. That's it? Alright, Matthew 13. That same verse.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 41.
Come on.
The Son of Man shall send forth his angels.
You see, the Son of Man shall send. See? That's when they come. And that's it, man. So at that point, come on.
And they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend.
You see? So before everything gets to it, he gonna point your ass to death. So if you don't know what the hell is going on, the Lord's gonna get rid of you, man. That's what this is about. Let me get you go ahead and finish that verse. Let me get 2 Thessalonians 1 and 7.
Con.
Just to prove this, man.
And they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend.
That means you don't get Yahweh by Shema shot.
And them, select.
You don't know what's going on. Come on.
And them which do iniquity.
Alright. So of course and them that which do iniquity. So of course niggas sinning and going off. But look, you gonna get your ass gathered out if you don't know what's going on. He said he gonna gather them that offend and that do iniquity. So if you don't know what's going on, and you out here doing outright wickedness, basically you one and the same. Cause you ain't no fucking good. You're no use. You can't even come into the gym. You can't even be at the Lord's table because you don't know how to fucking carry yourself, man. That's how serious this is. That's why this book is the book of commandments, instruction. It tell you how to be, man. Fucking women don't know how to serve the men. You can't teach women because you don't know the doctrine. So how the hell you think you getting on the ship? You ain't even gonna know how to be on the ship. Think this some rinky-dink, simple ass shit, man. And it ain't. Let me get that real quick, brother. Pop the shot.
2 Thessalonians.
Yeah, con. 2 Thessalonians 1 and 7.
Con. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 7.
Come on.
And to you who are troubled, rest with us.
Yup, watch this. Come on.
When the Lord Yahweh shall be revealed from heaven
See, same thing. See that? Come on. Same time, man. Come on.
with his mighty angels.
Same thing. Same time. Come on.
And flaming fire.
And what?
And flaming fire.
What does that represent? Go ahead.
Taking vengeance.
Vengeance, man. Come on.
On them.
On who?
On them.
Come on.
That know not.
That what?
That know not.
That what?
That know not.
Come on.
The Most High.
See? So he getting them the offended ones. Them the ones that don't really, you don't know what's going, you don't know the Most High. Meaning, in other words, as brothers like to say, you don't know what's going on. You think you know, but you have no idea, man. He's gonna gather you out because you're not a profitable servant. You pretty much a tree that he can't eat off of, man. He gonna make your ass wither away. Whole time you dressing like you want, you appearing like you want, but you GMO. All the fruit that you went on to produce is GMO. The Lord not eating that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? He not eating that, man. You been proud. You see what I'm saying? Let me get the scripture to resisted the proud. Resisted the proud. REISISETH. Resisted the proud. You know? Motherfuckers think your way right, man. What these scriptures say? You know? Motherfuckers all out of order, man. No damn, it's cool though, because it's how everything's supposed to be. This is how everything's supposed to be. You're supposed to have people that don't get it. You're supposed to have people that can't carry themselves right and then actually awaken the whole time. But they don't really know what's going on. You're supposed to have the situation where it's cool, you got it. I say less, man.
It's too low.
I say less. Third one. Yep, that's it, James 4:6.
This is James chapter 4 and verse 6.
Uh-huh.
But he giveth more grace.
Yep.
Wherefore he saith, Most High resisteth the proud,
The Most High resists the proud. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
but giveth grace.
But do what?
But giveth grace
But give it grace. Come on.
unto the humble.
He giveth grace unto the humble. So he'll give you time and situation and opportunity to get your shit together, man. You see what I'm saying? After, like, say you was bullshitting. Well, after acknowledging that, the Lord won't resist you. You see what I'm saying? Because you humble down, you're like, damn, I've been bullshitting, I know I've been having opportunity, etc. He'll give you grace and he'll give you the spirit to go on and do that, man. Because the reason why you ain't doing the things you need to do to know what the hell is going on is because the Lord is resisting you. Because you're proud in some way, possibly. You see what I'm saying? There's many ways, there's many reasons. Because ultimately you can just say he don't want your ass, man. Let me get, and then he got Satan trying you. Because it just depends on how your level of discernment on the situation. Is it really God preventing you ultimately because he don't want you? Or it's just in this little specific way and he let me do everything else, but it just seems like I can't get to this particular thing. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
I don't want to mess you guys up.
So, pretty much, it's just in this one little area is I'm being prevented. But I'm getting everything else. What's up? More than likely, you should be able to see it's probably just Satan, man. You see what I'm saying? It's probably just Hashatan, testing you, man. Trying to make it hard. It ain't gonna be easy. But if you ain't doing majority of nothing, you already know, man. You already know what time it is. Let me get that Philippians 2 and 10. You know? Nobody really playing no goddamn games out here, man. You better tighten up, man. You know that shit, come on.
Philippians chapter 2 and verse 10.
Yeah.
That at the name of Yahweh Shai, every knee should bow.
Nah, I want the scripture that say, what's that? What you in, 2 and 10?
Yeah.
Let me get 12. That's it, 2 and 12.
Philippians 2 and 12.
Yep.
Wherefore, my beloved,
Yep.
as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence
Nah,
only.
they ain't it either. I want the, what the hell is that? Let me get the one that say, it is the Most High that worketh in you to do of his pleasure and his goodwill.
13.
Okay, 13, come.
It says, for it, Philippians 2 and 13.
Come on.
For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will
Yep.
and to do of his good pleasure.
See, it's him. See, he chooses whether you want to do that or not. Now, if he don't let you do his good pleasure, could you be proud? Because if you proud, that means he resisting you. You see what I'm saying? But now, if you humble yourself, because he's nigh unto that, man. You see what I'm saying? You willing. You open, you searching. You willing to do what it takes to be a friend of the Most High. You not in sincerity and understanding. Do you have understanding of that's what you're trying to do? Because a lot of us just do stuff because they heard that's what they're supposed to do, but they really don't understand that that's what's supposed to be done. This makes sense to do. This is what I want to do. And then the Lord, he allows you to do that. You see what I'm saying? It's just that simple. That James 4 and 8 one more time. Baba Kashak. I'm gonna keep saying this, bro. If you can't deal with it, don't come around me, bro. Don't come on the channel. Don't come around me, man. Because we're in the time now, I gotta be sharp on my ass, man. You see what I'm saying? If you bullshit, don't come around me, man. Facts. Don't come around me. I'm bullshitting, you know?
This is James chapter 4 and verse 6.
Come on.
But he giveth more grace.
Yep.
Wherefore he said, Most High resisteth the proud,
Yep.
but giveth grace
Yep.
unto the humble.
So if you go, it's the scriptures say a just man falleth 7 times, man. That's a part of it. There's gonna be ups and downs in this, man. That's just how it goes. You see what I'm saying? But don't go completely rusty, man. Don't go rusty. If you go rusty, it's one thing to lose fire. You see what I'm saying? It's a whole nother thing to go rusty. Cause at that point you out. You just floating around. You know what I'm saying? Lord gonna get you people, man. You know? He gonna get y'all ass, man. Straight up. So after this, everyone should be able to acknowledge, like, okay, I've been bullshitting, and that's when the Lord, and he humbly, you see what I'm saying? He sees that. That's what he's nigh unto, man. Because you got the flesh that prevents you, and then Satan plays on that. So you know that causes procrastination. That causes you to not abound. All these different things, man. And we can't have it. Because judgment getting ready to start at the house of the Most High, man. We already heard how it's going to go down. As soon as they get here, that's it. If you ain't getting on the ship, that's the Lord gathering you out of his kingdom. Because he's going to leave you down here and get hit with a nuke. You see what I'm saying? Or he can get rid of you beforehand, before he get here. Because all things been given into his hands. You see what I'm saying? So Yahweh Shah watching, this is his spirit, man. He wasn't fucking with mugs looking a certain way on the outside and inwardly they ain't have no clue. You ain't got no wisdom. You pronouncing all the words, but you know what I'm saying? You don't do none of it. The scriptures say offend less. Are you offending less? Meaning you gonna still offend, but you supposed to be getting closer and closer to the point where you completely don't offend anymore. That's the perfection. And then we're gonna get that. That's getting the new body, man. You see? So at this point, you acknowledge, okay, I've been bullshit. The Lord see that. If you being real, he gonna search your range. He searched the range, man. He gonna try your heart. He gonna see. And if he give you that grace period, he'll put the spirit on you to do his good pleasure. AKA know what's going on. AKA abound in all things. You see what I'm saying? You got it. You can go back to that Corinthians 8. And then you got it, brother. That Sirach 17.
Second Corinthians chapter 8, verse 7.
No?
Wherefore, as ye abound in everything,
Yep.
in faith,
Yep.
and utterance,
Yep.
and knowledge,
Yep.
and in all diligence.
No. Let you go ahead and bring that up. That offend less.
Oh, sorry.
No, as a matter of fact, go ahead and finish it. You finish it.
And in your love to us, see that ye abound in this grace also.
Yep.
This Sirach chapter 17, verse 25. Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins.
See,
Make
so return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins, man. Come on.
make thy prayer before his face, and offend less.
And offend less. You don't know what the hell is going on. You need to be praying, man. Because I'm telling you, you got brothers and sisters that I'm talking about worrying about the wrong shit, man. You want to talk about dumb shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, man. This is what you want to spend your time talking about. Nobody want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't come to me with some stupid shit, bro. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, especially if you a brother who don't know what's going on. Especially if you a sister that don't know that doesn't know what's going on. I'm gonna look at you like you crazy, man. Until you acknowledge what the fuck is going on. Because I have a purpose of being here. And that purpose is clear. You got time to be like, it's getting clear. No, it's clear, man. I have a purpose for being here, man. Period. Be that fucking light on motherfuckers, on bullshit. You always serious. You damn right, man. Fuck out of here, man. I'm the hall monitor, man. Go ahead, let me get Zephaniah 1 and 12. You know? This your child of getting the hell out of here, man. You want somebody lying to your ass? You want somebody twirling their finger? Digging in their damn nose? No, man. It's too hot. I ain't the right brother you need to be listening to.
Con.
Go ahead.
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 12.
I'm so sick of you weak ass jakes out here, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm tired of it. All boys always want some smooth ass shit. Y'all don't like brothers with ministry like this. You don't like it, man. You don't like it. I see it, cause we see the brothers you like to flock to. When we come with the same message. We people full of shit, man. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass.
Fuck you think the angels finna come? They about to come more. I mean, these just words, man. What you think the angels about to come and do? You think they about to come and play games? Hell no. You got it.
Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles.
You see?
And punish the men that are settled on their leaves.
See, Lord gonna punish your ass, man. First he gonna put the spotlight on you, man. He gonna put the spotlight on you, and it's gonna be according to how it needs to be on you. So if you somebody that do the most, expect for the spotlight to really get put on your ass, man. You see what I'm saying? So you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. And that's why a lot of you women get embarrassed all the time. Your men to cuss you out, you see what I'm saying, in front of people. Because that's the type of spirit you are. You see what I'm saying? One more time on that.
Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it shall come to pass at that time.
Because if you wrong, I'm telling you, I get on your ass, man. I'm telling you. Come on.
That I will search Jerusalem with candles.
With candles, man. The Lord said He's going to search Jerusalem with candles. What do you use a candle for? If your power go out, what is the candles coming out for? The candles coming out to bring light, man. You see what I'm saying? To put light on darkness, man. Come on.
And punish the men that are settled on their leaves.
You're going to punish the men that are settled upon their leaves. You kicked up, you kicked back. You good in the hood, man. You see what I'm saying? The Lord going to call you out once he see Jake play with the grace period. You see what I'm saying? 1 week you diligent, next week your ass, you done did basically after work of the Lord. I ain't even gonna say you, in your head, you probably think, I done did enough. But you got some that think like that too. But I'm talking about the ones that, they be like, 1 week you hot, then it's like, you don't even know the Lord no more. You know what I'm saying? And you can see that in people's spirit, man. You know? You're gonna keep fucking around, the Lord gonna take that Holy Spirit, man. Come on.
Says that say in their heart, the Lord Yahweh will not do good, neither will He do evil.
That say in their mind that the Lord, you know what I'm saying, he ain't coming like that, bro. I think y'all just read into it a little too much. I think you tripping, bro, to be honest. You see what I'm saying? I think you being over righteous. Alright, nigga, go ahead. Goddamn nigga. Let me get that. Sirach 14 and 3. You got it.
Therefore, their goods shall become a booty,
You see?
and their houses a desolation.
And you know what that means? Really in the spirit, that means the Lord is going to give His riches that He gave you to somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Because that's really somebody in the truth too, in the spirit bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So all that the Lord has given you, He gonna give to somebody else, man. And I can go straight to that in the scriptures, and I will in just a second. Matter of fact, you got it. Go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 14 and verse 3. It reads, riches are not comely for a niggard, and what should an envious man do with money?
Riches not coming for a nigga. So a nigga in the spirit, he can't do nothing with these riches, man. You see what I'm saying? He not gonna abound with them. He not gonna spend them right. He not gonna even know what to do with them. Lord give him a gift, he can't do shit with it. She can't do nothing with it. You see what I'm saying? It's the reality of the matter, man. It's the reality of the matter, man. Nor are you gonna go find out the hell you need to do it. And then if you do you take what's said and do something with it? So that's why riches are not comely for a nigga, man. Because you got different riches, man. You got spiritual riches. Hold that and let me get Revelation 3. Let me get Revelation 3 and 9. Let him get it. And then I got this real quick.
You want to bring that out first?
Go ahead, straight up.
All right. Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan. Which,
Slocky, jump to 2 and 9. Shit, Slocky.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
You see? But the Lord said, even though we physically broke, carnally broke, financially broke, he said we're rich. Why? Because you got different riches. You got spiritual riches. You see what I'm saying? So riches are not comely for a nigga. Meaning, Jake can only spend the riches of the world. He can't spend this. You see what I'm saying? But then you got people in the truth that act like Jake in the world. So they can't spend this. And what's going to happen is, they're going to get these riches, and they're going to get laxed in the spirit with it, and then the Lord, he's going to give those riches to that man or woman that's lax to somebody else. And they're going to take your spot. They're going to take your stead. That's why the Lord said, hold fast that which you have, that no man take your crown, man. You see what I'm saying? Now, real quick, it says, let's see, Matthew 13, and for whosoever has from him shall be given, if he that have more abundance, he shall have more knowledge, but whosoever has not, from him shall be taken. I'll bring this out too, so I find the one I'm looking for. This is Matthew 13, and I'm going to start at 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But unto them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to whom shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. See, so the Lord is about abounding. You see, it says, not from him, but whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that which he has. So a man sitting around with he's on his leases. You see what I'm saying? You men and women, the Lord's gonna take that what you have, and that's why I say your booty shall become a spoil, man. Because it's gonna be it's gonna be opened up for other people. That's how you got new men coming into the truth all the time, man. They come to take places, man. You see what I'm saying? You don't know when the Lord can have your ass fall out. You see what I'm saying? The little bit you thought the little bit you had. That's why he said, hold fast that what you have, man. And no man take your crown. Because you don't want to be going backwards in the spirit. But yeah, you do want to be going forward now. Knowing that how we're supposed to abound in all things. But you don't want to lose even that what you have. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. But if you sitting around doing nothing with it, you kicked up in the spirit, the Lord gonna take that from you, man, and he gonna give it to somebody else. Cause you bullshit, you ain't doing nothing with it. So this is and that goes for the women too. So this is bring out whatever you was reading, Kabar. So I grabbed a specific one.
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 12.
Yep.
And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leaves, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
I'm talking about, man, we got more time left and all this other shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's basically what you saying when you say that. The Lord ain't gonna do good or do evil. You know? I was gonna wake the fuck up, man. The Lord gonna get rid of your ass, man. It's that simple. This is Matthew 25 and 28. It says, yep. Woo, man. That's it. Go ahead.
Read it again.
No, keep going. Keep
Right.
going.
It says, therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation.
So your goods gonna become a booty. So real quick, watch this. It says, let me get the scripture that say, the Lord giveth that which is good. The Lord giveth that which is good. One more time on that, brother. You can read that one more time.
God, Zephaniah 1 and 13.
Con.
Therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. You good? Keep going.
Come on.
Oh. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what house? See, that's all spiritual, man.
And they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof.
All right. Stop. Every good thing, give it.
Ecclesiastes 5 and 18.
Let me see. This is in the Apocrypha. Yep. Ecclesiastes 2 and 26. Yeah, hold that. So pretty much men and women settled on their leads, Lord, he gonna put the spotlight on you. You see what I'm saying? With a man that's in the spirit, meaning he on fire, because that man's spirit is likened unto a fire. You see what I'm saying? But that woman's spirit is likened unto a fire. You see what I'm saying? Because it tell you that the spirit of a man is the Lord's candlestick, man. So that's the only person who can say something to you. You see what I'm saying? The Lord gonna put that light on you, that spotlight on you, and then at that point, your goods gonna become a booty if you don't humble down after that. Meaning, right here, this is Matthew 25, and I'm gonna start at let's see. Woo! Matter of fact, bring that up. Ecclesiastes 2 and 26.
Yep, come on. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 26. For God giveth to man that is good in his sight, wisdom and knowledge and joy. But to the sinner he giveth travail, to gather and to heap up.
One more time.
Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 26. For God giveth to a man that is good in his sight wisdom and knowledge and joy. But
yep, so he give you those riches. That ain't the scripture I wanted, but it's cool. It's in the Apocrypha. So the Lord give it to a man wisdom and knowledge. You see what I'm saying? And that's like another riches. But it's a specific one in the Apocrypha. The Lord give you every good thing. He give that which is good, man. They tell you that right in the Apocrypha. One more time in Ecclesiastes.
come.
I got the one I'm talking about.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 26.
You're fine. You're fine.
It says, for God giveth to a man that is good in his sight wisdom and knowledge and joy. But to the sinner,
wisdom and knowledge and joy. Come on.
God. But to the sinner he giveth travail, to gather and to heap up that he may give to him that is good before God.
You see? That's it, man. See? He gonna give it to him. Come on, one more time on that.
God. Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 26. For God giveth to a man that is good in his sight wisdom and knowledge and joy. But to the sinner he giveth travail.
See, but to the sinner he gives travail. Come on.
To gather and to heap up.
To gather and to heap up, meaning gather and gather a whole bunch. Piles. Come on.
To gather and to heap up, that he may give to him that is good.
That he may give to him that is good. You see what I'm saying? So he's gonna give it. He's gonna give it. He gonna give it to the all that work you put in, man. Everything the Lord allows you to require, he's just gonna give it to somebody else, man. I'm now gonna get the one that I'm talking about real quick in the Apocrypha. It says,
Sirach 51 and 18.
you said what?
Sirach 51 and 18.
Go ahead, read it.
It says, for I propose to do, no. It says, I propose to do after her earnest, and I follow that which is good.
It's all good. We ain't got to get it. But the scripture tell you that the Lord, he giveth that which is good in due season. You know? It tell you that in Psalms too, now I think about it. These damn stupid ass apps, man. Google act like it don't exist. It's all fucking good. I'm not about to keep playing this shit. Alright. This is find it later, Lord willing. This is Matthew 25.
I found it out.
Let me see.
39, 33. Very last one.
Yeah, that's it. There's another one in Psalms too, yep, but that's it. That's the back one.
The last one.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. This is Sirach chapter 39, verse 33. All the works of the Lord are good.
You see? Come on, watch this.
And he will give every needful thing in due season.
Yeah, that ain't the one. It said the Lord gives that which is good. That's one of the ones I was talking about, but that ain't the one. You know what I'm saying? It's in, I believe it's in Psalms. I was reading it not too long ago. This is Matthew 25, and anyway, Matthew 25, and somehow it jumped. Matthew 25 and 14. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. You see, there go the goods. You see what I'm saying? So when you come into this truth, the Lord gives you goods, man. Period. And it says, and unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2 talents. Salaki, put your bag right there, brother, if you want to. It says, for the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2 talents, to another to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. So in the spirit, the Lord has pretty much when you receive the truth, the Lord pulled up on your mind. He left you with he left you with, and he left. You see what I'm saying? But ultimately, he been left it all down here, and he just took off and went his way. You see, until he's ready to come back. And those are the goods, which I'm talking about. Those are the talents. That's why I said his goods shall be called. His goods shall become a booty. It says, and unto one, Salakia, then he that, verse 16, then he that received the 5 talents went and traded with the same. You see? And made them other 5 talents. So he flipped them. You see what I'm saying? And likewise, he that received 2, he also gained other 2, right? But he that had received 1 went and did, and Salakia. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh. You see, after a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with him, with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee a ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents besides them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee a ruler over many things. You see, over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. So you're like, you know, I put it up, you know what I'm saying? It's still, you know. It says, his Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and that at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which have 10 talents. You see what I'm saying? So that's it. So that's how your goods, that's what the scripture is alluding to when they say your goods are going to become a booty, man. So the riches that the Lord, the knowledge, wisdom, understanding that the Lord has given to you, you ain't doing nothing with it. He's just going to give it to somebody else, man. And they're going to come up off of it. Certain things you may have received in the spirit of God, the Lord going to pass that over, man. Certain things you have awaiting you in the kingdom, He going to give it to somebody else. Because you're going to be put to death. Because you don't get what's going on, man. It says, for unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that have not shall be taken even that which he hath. So one more time on that Zephaniah.
Zephaniah chapter 3, Zephaniah 1 and 13. Therefore, their goods shall become a booty.
See, therefore their goods shall become a booty, man. Wow, you gotta start at the
12.
come on.
Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it shall come to pass at that time, I will search Jerusalem with candles, and punish the men that are settled on their leaves.
So these are men on fire, man. You see what I'm saying? These are men who were once fishers. You see what I'm saying? We're gonna go hunting in a minute, man. Go ahead.
That say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
And he gonna first use them to put a spotlight on them, because before the Lord gets you, he gotta make you aware of you know you offended, right? Come on.
Therefore, their goods shall become a booty.
Therefore, their goods shall become a booty, meaning the Lord is gonna open you up for the taking, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen, man. Meaning your spot, your position, your knowledge, your works. The Lord translate. The Lord can. It's like when you go to college and they transfer credits, right, to different colleges. The Lord can transfer your work to another brother or a sister to make it look like they pretty much have done more, to where they can benefit more. You see what I'm saying? So he pretty much will load them up in the spirit because you took those same goods and did nothing with them. So that's, and then the men that called you out, those men were on fire already. And he said he gonna take it from the man that was doing nothing or the woman that was doing nothing, you see what I'm saying? And it's gonna be given to, well, really men, man. And you women supposed to receive this too. But so let me just keep it with men. So, and the man, he gonna give it to the man that was already on fire. So how much the Lord really want mugs about it, man? He wants scorching hot, which we know. He won't consume it, because the Lord said, the scripture say the Lord is a consuming fire, man. So a man is supposed to go above and beyond. You see what I'm saying? He gonna give talents already to somebody that's already on fire, man. And yet you sitting around not doing nothing. This person already on fire, he gonna put them more on fire. That's crazy. So that's to tell you right there that this is not no damn game. This is not nothing to play with, man.
That's what you was looking for in Psalms 25:12.
Yep, that's a good one. I think that's it.
Bring it up.
That's it. Yeah, you got it.
Come on. This is Psalm chapter 85, verse 12. It says, yeah, the Lord Yahweh shall give that which is good, and our land shall yield her increase.
You see, in our land shall yield her increase. So the Lord will give that which is good. You see? And that's those goods, man. That's this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You see? Because how does a land grow? You see what I'm saying? How does agriculture come to manifestation? By knowing how. You see what I'm saying? To bring forth profit. You see what I'm saying? How to properly do it. And then doing it. That's the wisdom part. Knowing how to do it is the knowledge part. Doing it is the wisdom part. And then the last part will be the understanding. You see what I'm saying? Why you needed to do this, why it's a good, why you needed to learn it, how both of them go together. And then, because once you always understand something after you do it, and then get the result. The understanding always comes. You see what I'm saying? You have to learn how to dribble first, and then try to go do it on somebody, and then you get it stolen, and then you later on understand, right, why that happened, right? Why learning how to dribble is important. You see? But not only knowing how to dribble is important, but knowing how to dribble really well is important. Because I knew how to dribble now, but now I need to learn how to dribble really well. Because I see now, damn, I got called for traveling 4 times. Why? Because you can't move without dribbling the ball. You see what I'm saying? And taking 2 steps. And not taking more than 2 steps in basketball. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that. You gotta dribble.
Sorry.
So after you get on that court and you dribble that ball for the first time, after learning how, you see how it works. You're like, okay. Go back home, reflect, like, okay. You see what I'm saying? Well, let's do one better. You learn how to dribble really well, how to protect the ball and all of that. You see what I'm saying? You get on the court, you actually try it. That's wisdom. You do it on somebody, right? And then after the game, you don't have any turnovers. And that's when the understanding comes, like, damn, now I see why it was so important to learn how to dribble really well. You see what I'm saying? Because couldn't nobody take the ball. My teammates was getting ripped. You see what I'm saying? And that's likened under this, study to show thyself approved. That way you won't be ashamed, and you won't rightfully divide the word of truth. And then you can abound. Because when you got this one piece that hit you in the head, since you always studying, since you always, being diligent, you abounding in all things. Because you got motherfuckers to be simple with that, man. Just study. You need to have your thinking on when you listen, man. You need to have your thinking on when you listen. A lot of us take shit in one way and that's it. And wonder why it don't make sense from there after hearing it. You gotta put things in practical placement as well. You know? But yeah, man, after you study to show yourself approved, and then a demon try to come up here and get on you talking concerning this or concerning that, you gonna see why, you know, getting that, not having that knowledge and of studying, you see what I'm saying, and then actually studying was so important. You're gonna understand all that, because damn demon got cut and left. You see what I'm saying? And that's just how it go, man. So it ain't nothing too drawn out, you know? But hell, man, like I said, man, brothers better lock in, brothers better know what's going on, you sisters. If you bullshit, man, the Lord the Lord gonna put, you gonna get the light put on you, man. Let me grab that scripture. Let me get that scripture one time. Proverbs 19 and 27. You know? Your shit broke, you need to fix it, man.
Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 27. Cease, my son, to hear the instruction that causeth to err from the words of knowledge.
Yeah. No. 20 and 27. It's a lot. Keep doing that. It's a lot.
Okay. Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 27. The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord.
The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord. So that's a man on fire, man. In the spirit, he's on fire. You can't be like, well, I'm just lit. The Lord I ain't on fire yet. No, you're on fire. What are you talking about? Because you just a candle if you ain't lit yet. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Searching all the inward parts of the belly.
So that's relevant, man. You become relevant. I got candles at home right now, man. Them shit ain't relevant until they used. You see what I'm saying? Until they put the use, meaning lit. You see what I'm saying? When your ass on fire, you use it for everything. You know what I'm saying? You cook the meal, you put light on people, you put light on situations. You see what I'm saying? And then you can be a representation of how not to be, and that's a code. You see what I'm saying? Come on. That's it?
Yeah, fine.
Alright, calm. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead and grab a couple more. Get the hell up out of here. This is let me get in fact, let's do this too. Let's get this. Let me get 2 Peter 1. 2 Peter 1 and start at let's start at 1. 2 Peter 1 and 1.
Okay. 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 1. Simon Peter, a servant and apostle of Yahushua HaMashiach,
That's right. Come on.
to them that have obtained like precious faith with us through the righteousness of the Most High.
Yeah,
and,
so you obtain the same faith Peter has obtained through the righteousness of the Most High, man. Right? The Lord, you know, he picked you to, have a shot. Come on.
through the righteousness of the Most High and our Savior Yahushua HaMashiach.
Yep. So you can only have this faith through you know what I'm saying, with the Lord's way. If you're not really in the faith, one more time on that.
2 Peter 1 and 1.
Come on.
Simon Peter, a servant and apostle of Yahushua HaMashiach, to them that have obtained like precious faith.
So to them that have obtained like precious faith. So come on.
with us
with us. Come on.
through the righteousness
So they gonna tell us how we got it through the righteousness. Come on.
of the Most High,
Of the Most High, by doing the Most High's way, going the Most High's way. That's you're not in the faith unless you going about it the Most High's way. So these people, this is the faith, man, because this is what the scriptures say. You see what I'm saying? This is what the faith is. Out on the highways and hedges, in season, out of season. You see what I'm saying? And doing all the other things. This is the faith. Faith ain't in no damn building where it's warm and shit at. You see what I'm saying? Fuck out of here with that shit, man. Come on.
and our Savior,
Excuse my language. You see, in our Savior. So, and then, because you got to do it in the name, you got to be in it in the name of Yahweh Shai. You see what I'm saying? You got to be in it in the name of Yahweh Shai. Because everybody think they can go just to, you know what I'm saying, the Most High. Yahweh, Yahuwah, you know what I'm saying? But what about his son? These Old Testament only dudes, you see what I'm saying, that don't even understand the Old Testament at all, like have no clue what they were reading. You see what I'm saying? You ain't in the faith unless you in it in Yahweh Shai as well. Come on. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Come on.
God says, grace and peace be multiplied unto you
Yep.
through the knowledge of the
See-
Most High.
See, grace, and see, that's how you get grace. You gotta know you gotta know what's going on to get grace. Because how do we get grace again? Well, the scriptures say that the Lord resisted the proud, but he giving more grace unto the humble. So you gotta know the Lord only deals with the humble and how to humble yourself and when to humble yourself. Because if you don't, you ain't doing the things he's working in you to not do the things to do his pleasure on the right hand side. Come on. Well, really his pleasure. Because his pleasure is that not one of these little ones perishing. His pleasure, just because he got a left hand side don't mean that's his pleasure. That's his balance. His pleasure is the right hand side. Because if it was his pleasure, he wouldn't be fucking destroying niggas. You see what I'm saying? Well, yeah. No, he won't be destroying niggas, but picking everybody on the right hand side. So his pleasure is the right hand side. So when you doing the work, when the Lord is working in you to do of his pleasure, that is on the right hand side. So if you're not doing those things, it's because you don't have the knowledge, you see what I'm saying, to do a thing that he loves. And that's humble down. You don't know how. You don't know that's what he requires. You think you can a nigga think he can be proud and pick up his book. Come on. Or come and listen. Come on.
2 Peter 1 and 2.
Come on.
Grace and peace be multiplied unto you through the knowledge.
And he gives you peace. You get peace through having the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Shah, because you know how to obtain it. Come on.
Through the knowledge of the Most High.
Come on.
And of Yahushua our Lord.
Yep. Come on.
According as his divine power hath given unto us all things.
See, according as his divine power have given unto us all things. Come on.
That pertain unto life and godliness.
See? You see that? So you ain't got no goddamn excuse to not be on no level. Because his power, you being in the faith, you a part of something that allows you to obtain to things that only pertain to life and what?
And godliness.
And godliness, man. You see what I'm saying? One more time with that scripture.
God. 2 Peter 1 and 3.
Come on.
According as his divine power
Yep.
hath given unto us
Huh?
all things
Yep.
that pertain unto life and godliness
Yep.
through the knowledge of him that hath called us to glory and virtue.
Hold on, slow down. So one more time on that.
God. According as his divine power hath given unto us all things
Yep.
that pertain unto life.
So his divine power have given to us all things that pertain to life, man. So anything that's pro-life, you pretty much gonna be able to obtain to it. You see what I'm saying? We're being in the truth now. Period. Everything that brings you life, you have access to, man. That's why it's no excuse for a mug to be in the truth dead, acting dead, coming off dead, seeming dead, looking dead, eating dead. It makes no sense, man. You have a dietary law that brings life. You see what I'm saying? You have different medicines we use, which is the herbs that brings life. You have all these different avenues and hobbies you can get into that ultimately truly brings life. How to stimulate growth. You see what I'm saying? How to make your financial situation better. You see what I'm saying? All these different things, man. Come on. Or beneficial, profitable. We put it like that. Come on.
that pertain unto life and godliness.
You only gonna be with men or women that he's pretty much that's pro-life. They ain't going to fight their sisters and put weaves on their goddamn head and wear pants. That don't pertain to life. You see what I'm saying? But you pretty much, until you truly come in and until you truly get the knowledge of your Yahweh Shah, you're not going to be able to pertain to the things of life. You just in it, floating around. Come on, man.
Through the knowledge of him that hath called us.
You see, and it's going to be, once again, all point is all back through the knowledge. You see what I'm saying? It's only obtainable through the knowledge. He's gave it. See, these people lost out here, man. Come on, man. But that can't be you in the truth. You about to run into some shit and don't see it. Come on.
Through the knowledge of him that hath called us
Come on.
to glory
Come on.
and virtue.
So he's called us to glory and virtue, man. Come on.
Whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises.
You said what?
Whereby,
Time on that?
whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises.
Whereby are given unto us what?
Exceeding great and precious promises.
Keep going.
That by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature.
You see, whereby these you might be partakers of the divine nature, man. Come on.
Having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust.
One more time on that. The divine nature part.
Con. That
on.
by these ye might be partakers of the divine nature.
You see, whereby these, by the knowledge of Yahweh Shah, man. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be able to be partakers of the divine nature. You can touch the divine nature. You can take on the divine nature. You could be like, yo, brother, give me some of that. You see what I'm saying? And you put it on. You eat of it. And you embody it. You see, come on. Sister, give me some of that. Brother, can you give me some of that even if you're a sister? Come on.
Having escaped the corruption
Yep.
that is in the world
Yep.
through lust.
Because the world, you just left death. The corruption that's in the world is nothing but death, man. Meaning people, you left, the Lord has separated you from people that don't pertain to life, different hobbies, different foods, different traits, different clothes, different books, different music, all these different things. You see what I'm saying? One more time on that part, brother Salaki. Come on.
Con. Having escaped the corruption
Yep.
that is in
Come on.
the world
Yep.
through lust.
You see? Come on.
And beside this,
Yep.
giving all diligence,
You see? And besides this, giving all diligence, come on.
add to your faith virtue.
So when you're giving all diligence, you're supposed to add to your faith virtue. And that word virtue, I believe it goes into your character or favor. Let me get that word virtue real quick. Something pertaining to yourself, virtue. Favor, I believe.
Just go the latent power as well.
Let's get the definition. That's why
You
the
want-
Lord said, give all diligence, man.
You want in the blue letter or Google?
Google, blue letter, whatever.
Con, it says a virtuous course,
Where you at?
a blue letter,
Okay, what?
a virtuous course of thought, feeling, and action.
Let me get a regular definition. You see, feeling in action. So it's something pertaining from you. Come on.
The Google definition, it says behavior showing high moral standards.
You see, behavior showing, yeah, because it's like a virtuous woman. You see, high moral standard, right? That's what you said, brother?
Con.
Come on. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
One more time on that. On what you just read?
Con.
No, the virtue, the definition.
Con. It says, virtue, behavior showing high moral standards.
So behavior, conduct, your actions, your conduct, the way you conduct yourself shows high moral standards. Come on. Moral. Let me get that word moral real quick. And then they go that word standard. What's the standard? Come on.
Moral. It says concerned with the principles
Yep.
of right and wrong behavior.
Yep. So yep.
And
See what's right. Once again, that's how this chapter just started off, talking about the pretty much the righteousness of the Most High. You see what I'm saying? What's right, the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. That's the only way you can be in the faith, and if you follow it, is by coming into the ways of the Most High. Which is why the last verse you can jump back to now, which you just read, it said how we escaped the pollutions of the world. You left death. You see what I'm saying? And you came into you left the wrong way, and you came into the right way. You see what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to give yourself an opportunity to even obtain these things. You see what I'm saying? It's like when you want to get, I hate to use a damn worldly example, but you want to get the new Jordans, you got to at least be at the place to at least give yourself a chance. You see what I'm saying? If you ain't there at all, you see what I'm saying? You ain't even have a chance. Come on. So being there is not just on the how, it's being in the scriptures, it's being in all the places you're supposed to be according to the scriptures, come on?
Con.
In the way you're supposed to be. Because it's according to the ways of the Most High, man. Come on?
Having escaped the corruption
Yep.
that is in the world through lust.
Yep.
And beside this, giving all diligence.
Give all diligence, come on?
Add to your faith virtue.
And that's why you want to give all diligence, because we're in the end times, man. Lord about the house about to start at the judgment about to start at the house of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man. If you getting out, if your ass is pretty much you know, if your ass pretty much bullshitting, you're gonna be one of the first ones to go, man. The Lord can get you before he come back, man. He just how you leave. You see what I'm saying? He can kill your ass before he come back, man. That's how serious this is. Come on. We finna close out in a second. Come on.
It says, and beside this,
Come on.
giving all diligence,
Yep.
add to your faith virtue.
And besides this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue. Come on.
And to virtue knowledge.
Yep. And to virtue knowledge. Come on.
And to knowledge temperance.
And to knowledge temperance. You see? So you're supposed to be adding. That's the abounding thing, man. Abounding in all things, man. And giving all diligence. One more time. You got it? Giving all diligence. What one more time, brother?
So like, it says,
And giving all diligence.
God, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue.
Yep.
And to virtue knowledge.
Add to your faith virtue. So moral standard. Wanting to follow the right way, man. Behavior. Conduct of kings. You see, conduct of a humble person, really. Because really, until your ass can become humble, you can't be worried about thinking like no goddamn king just yet, man. But you gotta know, it is imperative for you to know that's the start of on the way to becoming or thinking like a king, truly. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
God, it says, and to virtue knowledge.
It's a virtue knowledge. So into those, you know, ways of conduct, ways of moral standard. You see on behavior. You see what I'm saying? Of the conduct that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua deems right. He said, add to virtue what?
Add, so like, and to virtue knowledge.
And to virtue knowledge. See, come on. So you want to, so with that conduct, you want to keep learning more, knowing of more. You see what I'm saying? So you can further your behavior in a way that's right, which is certain things you may get into. You see what I'm saying? Certain things you allow yourself to say. Certain things you no longer allow yourself to say. That's what we got to be doing, man. Come on.
And to knowledge,
For example.
and to knowledge temperance.
It's a knowledge temperance, man. And that temperance goes into when you run in a race, man. You see what I'm saying? Let me get that word temperance real quick. It's been a minute since I went into that. But this is all beginner stuff though. You see what I'm saying? This is all beginner stuff. Come on.
Khan,
You give me the blue letter.
Khan.
Pretty much control, pace, things along those lines. Come on.
It says self-control.
See, self-control. So that's pretty much what you need to be added to what again? You can jump back.
Khan. It says, and to knowledge, temperance.
Yourself, control your spirit. You see? Because knowledge will make you go crazy sometimes, man. Knowledge will make you want to hurt some goddamn body. Knowledge will make you want to get vengeance. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But you got to get all the knowledge because you're supposed to know that vengeance belongs to the Lord, man. We ain't supposed to be out here trying to avenge ourselves right now, man. You end up getting your ass sent back to the spirit world like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, like, no, they supposed to die. I can't take it no more. You can't do that shit, man. You know? End up wanting to fucking slam your woman on her fucking neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it, man. That day gonna come. A lot of women about to get put to death, especially by the men of the Lord, man. But it ain't time yet, man. You know what I'm saying? One did you dirty. You know what I'm saying? I remember Bow Wow, he got Shorty clawed across his face. You know what I'm saying? And he on the damn mugshot looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now if he would have knocked her ass back to Timbuktu, now he the worst thing that ever exists. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could tell nigga ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do nothing. And if he did, he ain't do nothing for real. You know what I'm saying?
Usually Jake don't.
Yeah, he ain't do nothing. But she fucked him up. Talking about he threw a lamp at her, all type of shit, man. And she was probably wrong. You know? But you women, you got more to worry about than niggas slapping you across your goddamn face. You know what I'm saying? You finna get your ass put to death, man. That time coming. But the whole point is why the Lord said you want to add to your knowledge temperance, man. You're gonna need a lot of self-control with this, man. You're gonna have, mugs come disrespect you about the word, you see what I'm saying? Or say something just so, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just come to you crazy with no sense. These demons, they trying to get you every little angle. Come on.
Khan, it
Go
says,
ahead, close out on this. Come on.
and to knowledge, temperance, and to temperance, patience.
See, that's showing you he really mean that, because their patience came right behind it. You see, because all these things go hand in hand.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. Come on.
And to patience, godliness.
You see, into patience, godliness. They say it's the badge or honor of a man when he deferred his anger. I be having to remember that shit. You know, I ain't a hothead, but I can go from 0 to 60. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you gotta check that shit, man. And really, can't nobody really get me 0 to 60. I'm the only person that can get me 0 to 60. I won't even say that on live, because the devil listening. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really hard to get from 0 to 60, man. That's why most people swear I'm quiet, which I am, but I'm reserved. I'll put it like.
It says,
Satan got his ways of getting to you. I can put it like that, you know.
and to temperance, patience, and to patience, godliness.
And to patience, godliness. You see that? Because we gotta understand that they say anger rests in the bosom of a fool. You see what I'm saying? But it's people out here that you got them certain things that can make you mad. You might be the most, you see what I'm saying? Peaceful brother. And it's just those certain things, you know what I'm saying? It's like, because that wouldn't be written if every brother didn't have a way of, didn't have an opening for losing his or her patience. It wouldn't be written. We all have an opening that Satan can seep in through and get us to lose our patience. You know? because most of the brothers up here are very patient dudes. You know what I'm saying? That I ever met. You know what I'm saying? Jake crazy. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. Jake wild out. You know what I'm saying?
Like the lion.
You know, right? You got it. So you gotta be careful of these things, man. Fucking police pull you over. They get to talking crazy. And see, that's when that come in. You all right?
Oh, we're good?
You all right? You're
Okay,
fine.
very sure. Okay, thanks. Sorry.
You're welcome. All right, you got it. Go ahead.
It says, and to knowledge temperance,
Come on.
and to temperance patience,
It's a temperance, patience. Come on.
and to patience godliness.
Into patience, godliness. That's it.
Uh,
That should be it.
yeah, calm yourself.
What verse that is?
6.
You're supposed to go through 8.
Calm. It says, and to godliness, brotherly kindness.
That's it. That's the point. It's godliness, brotherly kindness. Come on. Which is this? Come on.
And to brotherly kindness,
It's a brotherly kindness. Come on.
charity.
Because this is a brotherhood. Now what's charity? This is charity. You give a brother something he don't know, man. They say a word is better than a gift. You see what I'm saying?
Guys, the gift destroys the heart.
Yeah, a gift destroys the fucking heart, man. You can give brothers gifts, but we know this the best thing the brother can give you or anybody can give you is this word. Especially when they can give it with understanding. You see what I'm saying? Especially when they can give it in a time of need. Gifts perish, the word don't. You see what I'm saying? You might give a brother a word that saved his life. That gift won't. Man, here, I love you, brother. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? This is damn Tonka truck. Nigga, Kanye giving everybody Tonka trucks in the world. Nigga, Kanye gave Chris Brown a Tonka truck or some shit. This nigga been giving everybody tanks. Giving everybody tanks. You know what I'm saying?
Actual tank.
Yeah, like real tanks. It's pretty much his way of saying, I don't know, I can't even say it. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna say this.
Keep going.
Yeah, you got it.
2 Peter 1:7. And to godliness, brotherly kindness.
He ain't putting no word in it, like, cause let's just say he like, yo, this is for the apocalypse that's getting ready to happen. That's the little things I've been seeing with it. But he ain't giving them no word. Like when he had his mans drop it off to him, and he just put thank you for like changing the culture or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what if he go crashing and die? You know what I'm saying? See? So a gift, a word will always be better than a gift, man. Come on.
It says, and to brotherly kindness, charity. For if these things be in you
Yep.
and abound,
Yep. See, they supposed to abound. All these things. Here, there it go. Come on.
they make you
Yep.
that ye shall not.
They make you that what?
They
Say,
make
come on.
you that ye shall neither be barren
Yep.
nor unfruitful.
So you ain't gonna have to worry about not having fruit. If you take you can take this playbook right here. You see what I'm saying? And just channel it in practical ways starting off. And then find the ways, the link ups for it in the scriptures. Come on. Come on.
It says, neither be barren
Yep.
nor unfruitful
Yep.
in the knowledge.
And the what?
In the knowledge.
So this knowledge is supposed to bring forth fruit, man. It's supposed to profit you. And all these ways are traits of profiting. You see? These are profitable traits. Come on.
In the knowledge
Come on.
of our Lord,
You see?
Yahweh Shai,
That's why
Hamashiach.
Yahweh Shai was able to heal so many people, because he had all knowledge, all wisdom. So he had all these traits completely. He had them down to a science. Come on.
That's it.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
So, brothers got anything else? Anything brothers want to mention or say? Go ahead and say it now. Forever hold your peace. Yo, we finna get out of here. 2:30 went quicker than 4. Went quick as hell. You know? So this is the time we in. It's the end of. Let's end on that. Romans 13 and 11. You can get it, brother. Romans 13 and 11.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead and end on that, man.
All right, come.
Come on. Can I walk right here? Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11.
Right.
In that, knowing the time,
Yep.
that now it is high time
Yep.
to awake out of sleep.
Yep.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Yeah, we seen the damn. I believe that was a chariot last week, man. You know what I'm saying? A black spaceship, if you will. A black save ship. Come on. That's it.
Con.
Alright? So yeah, man. It's high time to wake out of sleep. And hey, man, these 2/3, they dead already, man. So now it's time for the 1/3 to be figuring out who the fuck finna get up out of it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that's contending, I guess, if you will, to be at the 1/3, that the list ain't came out yet. You see what I'm saying? You got some niggas that don't even come to basketball tryouts. You know what I'm saying? We the ones that are, and that's the people who possibly could. We're just the people who possibly could be at the 1/3. So that's when all this come in, man. This ain't no goddamn game, man. So if your ass being lukewarm, you being full of shit, you bullshit, you still stuck in the world, don't come around me, bro. Don't come around me personally. This is me speaking for myself. Don't come around me. I got my own bullshit. Because we can't be sitting up here bullshit. And the Lord said, can two walk together except they be agreed? He said, a little leaven and leaven the whole lump. So it can't be one hypocrite up here. You see what I'm saying? I can't be one. You know? I can't be not doing shit, not offending less, not doing none of these traits, not abounding more and more. And then you brothers are. Guess what? Y'all are now. You see what I'm saying? That's how the Lord look at it, man. You don't get that in you now. You fine. Be willing to get on your brother's ass, man. That's how you supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no respect of persons, man. You know, that's why I'm gonna keep saying this, because it's a time. It ain't fuck these 2/3, man. It's about this now. That shit is played out, man. Your ass ain't gonna get nothing done constantly worrying about the 2/3. Them niggas is finished, man. It's about what's going on with the 1/3. You know? Period. Making who bullshit, who full of shit. You know, so that's pretty much it, man. It ain't personal. It's business. We trying to get the hell out of here. We all still Israelites, you know, but we trying to get the hell out of here. So that's all I got. So got anything else?
So I was still holding that Baruch 4. I don't know if you wanted that.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Bring that out. We close on that.
It's like 2 of them. I think it's 4 and 3.
4 and 28.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Since it was your heart to turn from the Lord's high, return unto him 10 times more or more. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. 28, that's it.
Read on through, keep going.
That's it, that's just the point.
Con. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 28. For as it was your mind
As it was your mind, come on.
to go astray
Yep, to go astray, come on.
from the Most High,
Before you came into the truth, you see what I'm saying?
so being returned,
So being returned, you return now. You back at your master's crib, come on.
seek him 10 times more.
Seek him 10 times more, man. You see what I'm saying? That's how serious this is, man. You know? That's every brother's own your walk, man. You know, when I was in the world, I knew, I'm like, I damn need to put this book in my head, man. You know what I'm saying? About 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Life follows is living. So Lord willing, man, brothers can receive that, you know, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. All right? You got it, brother.
All right, we get it up. Give all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahakodash Rakah. Shalom.
Shalom.